Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be doing a DIY cold air intake on the TSX, and let's show you a before and after real quick. So as you guys can see, I don't know if I explain myself that good when I say intake, but what it is basically we took off, I believe it's called the resonator, on the bottom of your stock intake air box. So technically it's already a DIY cold air intake, but we're gonna take it a step further. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a fog light cover out of this piece of ABS plastic, and I bought this flexible pipe from Amazon. So far this was $10, this was $17, and I didn't have this, but we're still trying to figure out how to mount it. So I have kind of an idea of how I'm going to do it. Took a trip down to Harbor Freight to buy a hole saw kit so we can cut the hole in this. First and foremost, I'm gonna take off the bumper, unless I don't know if I could use my brother's. My brother's is back there, but I think I'm just gonna take this one off because that one is a little bit messed up, so I'm not sure if the hole is the same. So I might just take off my bumper since it has quick releases, super easy to take off, and get started on this project so we can get things moving. And because we have probably my cousin might come, and we're going to be doing some suspension work on his car, which I'll do a different video on that. But this should be pretty much all we might need. We might just need to use a Dremel, trace around with the permanent marker, and then mount everything, make sure everything's good, and we should be good. And I'm still debating. I've seen that you can do on the stock intake air box, kind of hollow it out, remove some of the grooves and stuff that are inside. Not sure if I'm going to be doing that because supposedly there's no real gains from that. But might just give a quick check to my K&N filter, and if it's dirty, might end up just cleaning it out just to make sure we have a clean filter, for which I'm announced it today. We do have another track day coming up, which is November 29th, again at Laguna Seca, but this time we're going with the homies. I'm already registered. The cousin Jesse, which you guys saw on that video that rolled with me, he's going to be going in his ZP3. I think all he's doing is some tires or whatnot, but we'll give you guys a rundown too, because I had some people ask me what exactly am I running on my car. So once I'm finished pretty much with what I'm going to be running for that day, the setup, I'll probably do a video with the walk around and let you guys know exactly what I'll be using that day for track day. Same thing with my cousin. If you guys are interested, you guys will get all that content. And my cousin that's going to be coming today, he has a newer Civic, kind of like the Type R, which is not the FK8, but it is, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure with the body chassis number, but it's one of the newer Civics, not an SI either, just the regular, I think it's the Sport Edition, a hatchback. And he bought some coilovers, which are going to be installing in his car, so stay tuned for that video too. But let's get going on this little quick project so we can make some progress on this car, at least today. Have one thing done. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so check this out. This is basically my little template, and this is what we're going to use to transfer over. It's not 100% perfect. I wish I would have got a little bit better right there and right here, but once I think we take it to the ABS plastic, it might be a little bit better. I know it's not going to be 100%. For the price that I bought a lot of the materials, I can afford to redo it again. And the piece that I got is a 12 by 12, and this is about 4.5 inches by, I don't think this is by 6, so I will have another sheet if I wanted to get this 100% perfect. But I don't know if I want to make another one and keep at it just to try to get this as perfect as possible to make sure everything sits a lot better. So I think for mounting this, which is something that I had planned differently, it looks like the OEM mounting points that it has here for the fog light cover, it's gonna work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get some fancier, nicer looking bolts, kind of like those aluminum engine bay dress up ones, to make it look a little bit nicer, and then try to figure out how I'm gonna mount the air duct in here, and then it should be golden. Got Choco here. He's trying to put some work on his car too. So let's get this going, because we actually have to get finished on this so we can start on his car. But yeah, let's get this done. All right, so pretty much this is solid. It's not going anywhere. So for now, I just did this. This was an L, and I just kind of bend it into place. Thankfully it worked out. I had these bolts laying around. I put this one on backwards, so hopefully it doesn't get in the way when putting it back on, just because I wanted it to not show coming out through here. But pretty much for this part, I'm gonna assume and say that that's pretty much done. I'm not 100% satisfied with it, but I do like how it looks now. Now I have to get this to sit. I'm gonna route this. Luckily, thankfully for this, I can maneuver it in whichever way I want. So we're gonna get this to come up somewhere like this, and then sit somewhere like this on top, heading towards the resonator box. Hopefully nothing gets in the way. If not, we are gonna figure this out. But for the most part, the hard part is done. All right, everybody, welcome back. And first and foremost, I'm going to show you guys the finished product. This is what we got. But in the last clip that you guys saw that I was getting ready to mount this into place. But there was a problem, and I'm going to let you guys know what that problem was real quick. Check this out. This is the way it looks from the inside. But the issue was that on this bar, or this part of the body, was rubbing or too close to the opening for that intake air duct. So it was too much to, in this case from this side, it was too far to the right. And the reason why I did that, one, I didn't really measure it. I thought I was gonna clear, but as you guys can see from this template, on this template, or on this cutout that I made, that's how far out the intake was, or the air duct. So what I did, luckily I had enough to make another one, so we pushed it out this way. I kind of wanted it in the middle, but because of fitment issues, I had to put it to the right. And it's not bad, it's cool. And then it kind of worked out because I was able to figure this, which I kind of like it better, in order to mount this into place. I had other plans where I was going to use the fog light holes that are on this side and on this side, which I'm going to show you from the other fog light hole. I was going to use this point and this point to put the cover, but I was going to have to buy longer bolts in order to get this to fit. But what I did, because of the way I did the cover, it laid right against this little portion. So what I did, I drilled a hole from this side out to have that existing mounting point. And if I ever wanted to reutilize the fog light area or install fog lights down the road, I could do that. So I just used this point and I put that aluminum, I guess that's what they call it, or because I have some right here left over, and I use that as one of my mounting points. And this is solid, and it works. So for the most part, this is pretty much my end result, at least on this aspect of it. And then you guys can see how I mounted it on the inside. I still utilized that L. It was an L bracket bracket. I'm calling it an L bracket from Home Depot, but I used that, made it flat, and then bolted it down to the top portion of the fog light cover, like I said in the other video, and then we routed it exactly where we wanted it, up and out. And I was able to extend it. I had used a different method, but I wasn't too happy of how it came out, and I'm actually going to show you guys how I had that mounted, which I didn't like it. It looked kind of janky. But I like this better because it does still look OEM, and I feel a lot better having this being held with this clamp than the other way that it was sitting. But yeah, for the most part, this part of it is pretty much done. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys like that little short clip. Hopefully it's short. I'll figure it out once I'm editing. But yeah, I'm a big DIY guy. I like to do stuff on my own, and the main reason why I did that is, I don't know if I said this in the video before, but I haven't seen anybody with the TSX have something like that. A lot of the TSX that I see around here are pretty much plain and simple. There is a couple guys that I know are around my area, but just haven't really linked up with many other TSX owners. If you are a TSX owner, which I know a couple of them, if you guys are going to track days, let us know. That way we can, you know, meet up, hang out, talk. You guys can check out my car, I can check out your guys' car. It'll be really cool to see more of the fam out there, as well as just not TSXs. If you guys watch this channel and you guys are out there, let us know. We'll try to make it out just to meet people and, you know, have fun. That's the main thing, have fun. But for the most part, that's pretty much already done, and hopefully this helps you guys if you guys want to make one on your own, or if you guys take this idea and go even crazier, do something else, make a duck out of fiberglass or something, make it look a lot nicer. Hey, if this helps some of you guys, then go for it. Super cheap to make, super easy to make. You can do it in a day. For me, it took me 2 because we were doing some suspension work on my cousin's car, but it's all good. And then also ran into the fitment issue. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys like this video and keep doing some DIYs. If you guys have any DIYs, or if anybody has some info on hollowing out the intake air box, let me know to see if it's even worth doing. If not, just leave it alone and wait to get, you know, maybe the ice box. I'll do that. But for the most part, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna wrap it up. Stay tuned for the next video and for the next track day. See you guys till the next one. Later.